Welcome to the last part of the Devil May Cry playthrough. It's time to get the fuck off of Mallet Island and end this game. Now, this whole mission is just about getting back to the beginning of this the beginning start point of this game, so I'm just going to spend this last part basically just summarizing my final thoughts of the game. Now, Devil May Cry is all about its action, plain and simple. The combat is very fast-paced, the combination of both gunplay and swordplay is really interesting, and it really deviates away from the normal stuff you would expect from hack and slashes or beat 'em ups that Capcom usually makes, like with Final Fight or Golden Axe. Wait, Golden Axe was Sega. Anyways, normal hack and slash games at the time were all about just pushing the same button over and over again. This game at least tries to step things up by adding dodging, by adding lock-ons and using your guns in a 3D environment. It's a lot more interesting for the time. But everything else with the game, I mean, puzzle solving, there's nothing there. It's virtually, like I've said before, in terms of puzzle solving, this game is just find some item, take it to a door, use the item, that's it. And in terms of story, we haven't seen anything in the story other than just go to Mallet Island because Mundus is trying to take over the world, beat up Mundus, get off. That's it. So this game doesn't really have a lot going for it other than its action and its music, which it does its job really well. Now the graphics for the time are kind of okay. I mean, for a PlayStation 2 I can say that the graphics do look pretty good, but later on, when we get to Devil May Cry 2 and 3, the graphics are going to look a lot better, and when we get to Devil May Cry 4, the graphics look even better on that game. So, if anything, I would say Devil May Cry 1 begs for a remake on the PlayStation 3. I would highly appreciate an actual remake of this game rather than the reboot that's being made. I'm not going to get into this huge 10-minute rant about what I think about the new Devil May Cry look. I just want to say that if they did do a remake of this game with better graphics, improved gameplay, better voice acting, definitely better voice acting, and quite possibly more story, I would totally be in for it. I would dig the hell out of that. But if I was to give this game an actual rating, well, if you look on the back of the box, I think it was PlayStation Magazine gave it a 10 out of 10, saying that it was one of the best, and for the time when this game first came out, I could probably agree with that score. I mean, the combat, very fun, very interesting. Music, interesting. Enemy variety, pretty good, I have to admit. It's not just the same form of marionettes over and over again. There's actual variety in these enemies. Bosses, very fun, very interesting. This game has a lot going for it, and it obviously shows with all the sequels it's gotten. However, I do think the weakest point of this game would have to be its story. Like I said in this game, and for every other Devil May Cry game, there's not really that much of a story. It doesn't really build up on its mythology. It just kind of gives you a little bit of backstory behind guys like Sparta, and that's pretty much it. Oh well, it's here where we take on our true, 100% absolute final boss. Who is this final boss, you may be asking? Well, isn't it blatantly obvious? Yes, Mundus requires that he be introduced in high-grade graphics. Wait, there was a gate?
You are not getting away. This is where you will die.
I'm not going anywhere. Besides, there's no place to go. Look around. This will be your burial ground as well.
Now, compared to Mundus' other forms, this boss fight is a joke. He spends almost the entire fight just kind of moving around. Yeah, you notice that he fires a green laser beam, but that's pretty much the height of what he does. You know, he loses a good chunk of health when you fire a grenade at him, so... Really, this whole fight is just about dodging. I mean, compared to the other fights we had, where we were flying around, dodging his bullets, and we were on the lava world, this fight is just retarded.
Your powers are weak, human.
No.
You'll be okay. You can do it.
And it seems it might be all over, but
Mother.
whenever the game feels like it. Yeah, how many people saw it coming? Seriously, it wasn't that hard to figure out. See what I mean by story being incredibly weak to this game? There's virtually nothing here. Oh well, Trish gives us a temporary upgrade for what was originally the weakest weapon in the entire game, Ebony and Ivory, your 9mm pistols. Just enter Devil Trigger mode, aim at Mundus, fire, and it's over. Flashy ending, I have to admit.
Goodbye. And when you do come back, give my regards to my son, will ya?
And it's here where I notice that the voice acting gets really, 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 really cheesy.
Dante.
Trish, devils never cry. These tears are a gift only humans have.
We're too late.
No, Trish, it's never too late.
Now that's just plain silly.
And we humans never give up. Are you ready?
Just surprise plane out of nowhere, hi. Oh well, you didn't think this game was going to end without having one more flying-esque shooting section, did ya?
Let's rock.
Oh well, this section plays virtually the same way as Dante in his Super Devil form when you fought Mundus for the first time. Yes, use the square button to fire, and really you're only going to use it to take out these columns, so that way you can escape even easier. But, as a final wrap-up for what I thought of the game, very fun to play. Visually, it's a hit and miss. Dialogue, bleh. Story, non-existent. Music, very good. If I was to give this game a final rating in terms of today's standards, I'd probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's very good. If you're an avid fan of any of the other Devil May Cry games, highly recommend this game. I got this game at a half-price bookstore for under 10 bucks. You can probably find this game for even cheaper anywhere else, or even a collection of the first 3 Devil May Cry games on the PlayStation 2. I just want to leave you off with this final bit of cheesiness before I give out my final goodbye.
The sky. It's so clear. So blue.
The sky is fair. It'll always be above everyone's head, no different.
Like the sky. I feel like my heart is becoming clear.
Let's not forget, though, the Underworld's evil is still alive. They will someday return.
There's no need to worry, right? Because the world has the legendary Dark Knight Dante. And his sidekick.
I want to thank you for watching me, Super Cold Chaos, in my Devil May Cry playthrough. Hopefully next time I'll see you for Devil May Cry's 2, 3, and 4. See you later.
Devil never cry. Yes? Okay, great. Where's the place? We'll be right there. This one has the password. Sounds heavy.
Okay, let's get it over with in 10 minutes. Can't let a single one of those suckers live.
5 minutes.
More than enough.